Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be discussing Dwayne Haskins going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Huge news. Before we get started, please drop a like and a sub on today's video. I'd really appreciate it. It would really help my channel grow. With that said, let's dive right into the video, and I hope you enjoy. So Dwayne Haskins to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Massive news just coming out just a few minutes ago. That's really a huge deal. Obviously, Haskins from Washington. He got cut by Ron Rivera and the Washington football team just a few weeks ago. Obviously, he had those incidents, and overall, I mean, he did not play well this season, but I love him landing in Pittsburgh. I think this is awesome for him, and there's a few reasons why. One, he could be the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback in the future. At least that's why Pittsburgh is signing him. That's kind of the theory behind it, in my opinion, right? If they think that he can sit behind Ben Roethlisberger, if Ben Roethlisberger decides to come back for another year, and play behind Ben Roethlisberger for a year and learn from Ben Roethlisberger and learn what it means to be an NFL professional and learn how to do it at an elite level, then, there's a chance. I mean, Dwayne Haskins coming out of college was a first-round pick for a reason. He had good arm talent. And that was kind of the thing from Dwayne Haskins. I mean, his arm talent was what allowed him to be a first-round pick. Had good pocket presence, threw a lot of touchdowns, didn't throw a lot of interceptions at college. And then he came to the NFL, and stuff just didn't click for him in Washington. Obviously, he was named a team captain this season, but then ended up getting that taken away from him. So it was a rough season for a guy like Dwayne Haskins. I mean, he just didn't have a good year. Threw a lot of interceptions. I mean, in the first few games, I mean, he was the starter. And then after he didn't play well, he ended up getting benched for Kyle Allen. Then he got injured, Kyle Allen, and then obviously Alex Smith came in. But even in the time that we saw Dwayne Haskins at the end of the season, I mean, he just did not look good. Didn't really look like he could make the right decisions, make the right throws, make the throws that needed to be made. And I mean, Washington had a quarterback carousel at quarterback. I mean, they really did, if you really look at it for a second. I mean, they had Kyle Allen, they had Dwayne Haskins, they had Taylor Heinicke, they had Alex Smith. So overall, I mean, the quarterback situation was really a tough one for this Washington football team, but I love Dwayne Haskins going to Pittsburgh. So as I said, one, he's got a great mentor in front of him in Ben Roethlisberger. Big Ben will really help him understand coverages. He will understand what it means to be an NFL professional, how you need to act, right? Obviously, Dwayne Haskins seemingly does have some issues in that regard. And then overall, I mean, he gets to learn behind a future Hall of Famer. I mean, you cannot ask for any more than that, and I think that's a great opportunity. I mean, I don't know if Dwayne Haskins is a legit long-term candidate for the Steelers team, but I think this is a great move for the Steelers. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You bring him in on a short deal worth not a lot of money, and then you're able to make him sit behind Ben Roethlisberger and just let him soak up information, let him just be a sponge and soak up stuff, and then hopefully be able to really take away a lot of things. I mean, we don't know if that will end up happening, but I think that's the idea, and that's a great idea. And I think this is a very similar thing to things that quarterbacks do and teams do all the time. Normally, it's through the draft process. I mean, the most famous example is of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was taken by the Green Bay Packers when they had Brett Favre, and then Rodgers was able to sit behind Favre for a few years, really learn how to be a professional, learn what it means to be an NFL quarterback, learn how to be a future Hall of Famer, and then look at what Aaron Rodgers has done in his career. So, I mean, that's the general idea of why Dwayne Haskins is going to Pittsburgh. That's the principle when it comes down to it. But at the end of the day, I just think this is overall a great, fantastic move by the Pittsburgh Steelers. It makes a lot of sense. I think it's the right decision for them, right? You bring him in on a low cost, and Mike Tomlin is going to get the job done with Dwayne Haskins. I mean, he's going to fix his character. If anyone can do it, I think Tomlin can do it. Maybe Bill Belichick could also do it. But I like what the Steelers do in the situation. They do have a history of getting some guys that have big personalities like Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell. But I think Dwayne Haskins now understands that. I mean, it's this or nothing. I think this might be his last chance. Really having a place to learn and a real quarterback to learn behind. And I think Big Ben, Dwayne Haskins, that's a really good match. That's just a good match, I think. And I think Dwayne Haskins, I mean, similar quarterback types. I mean, they're not really mobile quarterbacks. Both of them are pretty much pocket passers with good arm strength. And I think Dwayne Haskins has a lot to learn from a guy like Big Ben. I think that could really, catapult his future. It's really his last chance, I think. And I just think this is a great move by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now you don't really need to get a quarterback in the draft, right? You can wait on that for a year, see how Dwayne Haskins develops in training camp, in preseason, in the regular season, during practice, and overall, I think this is just a great move from the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. Do you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? Leave your comments in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you're new around here, I do have a quick question. I've been thinking about doing some NHL or NBA content, maybe some MLB content too. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd really love to hear what you guys have to say. That said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, see ya.